Question wants us to find the mass when we're being given the number of moles. So we're going to use our triangle again, which is Mr. Moles lives underneath the mass. Always write the triangle out. And just to help us, I've put down the relative atomic masses next to here to save us going looking them up on the periodic table. So this first question wants us to work out the mass. So I'm going to write down that the mass equals, come back to my triangle. If I'm finding mass equals mR times moles. So write that down, always write that out. That's going to help us reduce the chance of mistakes. So we've got to do a little bit of thinking here. We're trying to work out the MR for this first. So the MR for nitric acid, we'll do it over here. MR for nitric acid. There is one lot of hydrogen, one lot of nitrogen, and 3 lots of oxygen. Ooh, put down the relative atomic mass, we don't need that just yet. 3 lots of oxygen. Okay, put your relative atomic masses in. So I've got 1 times 1, which is 1. Nitrogen's mass is 14 times 1 is 14. Oxygen is 16 times 3. That is going to be 6, 12, 18, 48. Add those all up, and that is going to give you a total of 63 as a mass. Then what we need to do is bring that back into the equation. So the MR is 63 times by the number of moles, which is 0.8. Work that out on your calculator, and that's going to give you a total of 50.4 grams. Same idea for the second one. Don't be confusing the second one. So this is ions, which is a negative charge. We don't take that negative charge into account in our calculation. So let me show you what that means. We're finding the mass. Mass is MR times by moles. The MR, let's be careful, let's work that out. I'll just do it underneath here. So if you're working out the MR for this, you have got 1 lot of sulfur and 4 lots of oxygen. Sulfur's mass is 32. So that's going to be 1 times 32 is 32. Oxygen's mass is 16. So that's going to be 4 times 16. So that is going to be 24 for 64. Add those up, and that's going to give me a total of 98. Okay, then what we need to do, well, not 98, is it? 96, nearly 96. Put that back in, so the MR is 96 times by the number of moles. Okay, work that out on your calculator, and that is going to give you an answer of 16.8 grams.